Did you know Outlook, Nebraska is the largest employer of the blind and visually impaired in the state?
Yes, but that's just part of the story. They're also committed to awareness and empowerment. The impact over the years is evident.
Rachel Carver returns from Outlook, Nebraska. Rachel, thanks for being here this morning.
Hello, good to be here.
Would you describe your organization? You know, we're familiar. Some of our viewers may not be. What exactly does the organization do?
Well, Outlook, Nebraska, we are an organization. We positively impact everyone who is blind and visually impaired, and we do that through a variety of employment and other programs for the visually impaired.
How many people, when we look at the number of people you can serve, how many people in Omaha, in the state of Nebraska, are experiencing some form of vision loss?
So there are 35,000 individuals in Nebraska, and 15,000 of those live right here in Omaha.
Do most of those people know about you and what you can do for them?
I would say that our awareness is growing. We definitely have a long way to go as far as reaching that population, and we are working for that every day.
Yes.
You're still reaching out to a lot of those individuals, but what do you do with people who have visual impairments in terms of empowering them?
So when it comes to just becoming independent, confident members of society and productive members of society, whether it's giving someone a job and being able to once again get up in the morning and go to work, or showing someone that, hey, you can use a computer or a smartphone again with the adaptive technology that is out there.
That's huge, right? That's a big part of what you do. And employers are finding that out too. It opens things up for them.
Right. I mean, there are employers that might not know that a person who is blind being hired can do the job just fine with the tools that they have.
And then there's something you have, Vision Beyond Sight. That's a program that you guys offer, right?
Yeah, so Vision Beyond Sight is coming up on November 18th. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's our largest fundraiser of the year, and it's a great time for us to come together and celebrate the capabilities of the 35,000 individuals in Nebraska.
What does this event entail? What is it about?
So from 6 to 7, there'll be a reception, and then our program and dinner starts at 7 p.m.
And we're looking at pictures of people who are blindfolded right now.
Eating dessert.
Yes, that was our creation last year, Dessert in the Dark. It gives attendees a chance to experience solidarity with those who live every day without the gift of sight. And it last year went over really well, and it really gave people, it opened people's eyes up, I think, to a few things.
Perspective is so important, isn't it? And we've got all of these pictures. So who do you want to come to this event? Typically who comes, and then who would you like to see?
We actually have a variety of people that attend. We have a lot of corporate sponsors that come. We have people who are visually impaired themselves that come, and we also have people that are wanting to learn more about vision loss and learn more about the programs that we have come as well.
You are this theme, right, about the vision of the organization and tying it back to the event. We'll talk about getting tickets to the event, but there's another reason you're here today, and that's to talk about expansion for Outlook, Nebraska. What is your vision? What are you moving toward?
So we are in the middle of an expansion right now. When this is complete, doing things like tripling our training capacity, being able to host community events that can seat up to 100 people, having different classes.
So you're growing your physical space, but then it also means a growth in services and what you're able to do within the community.
Right. Our goal is to provide more services and more programs. Right now we do not have the space to do that, and so the programs that we are doing are going very well, and we hope to continue growing those with the expansion.
You know, we touched on something a little bit earlier, and Mary mentioned this, is the technology aspect, you know, with computers and smartphones and tablets and all these devices. How much has technology given more opportunities to people with visual impairments?
Oh, technology has done wonders. The fact that I am able to use my iPhone the same way you would if you had an iPhone, it just shows you how far technology has come. I didn't use smartphones when they first came out, so I don't know the details of how they were then, but even in the last few years that I've used one, money reading apps that you can read menus with, the opportunities are endless, really.
And with the iPhone, I mean, a lot of that stuff comes on the phone natively, the accessibility in there.
Right.
But then there's apps. You download apps. There are other apps, right?
Yeah, the VoiceOver app is under the accessibility in the phone, and that comes with the phone. Things like the Money Reader app that I mentioned, that's a $10 app that you can purchase through the App Store. And when you compare that to a device that can only read American bills that cost you $100,
Right.
it's a
Right.
much more affordable option.
Yeah.
It's just awesome. Well, it's cool, yes. But I think about another word you used earlier, and that's confidence. To feel like your life is yours. That you're not, you don't have to rely on people as much for things. You can get back to work. You can go and do the things that you've enjoyed. Vision Beyond Sight is why Rachel is with us today, because we wanted to make sure you could get this on your calendar. It's Friday, November 18th at Embassy Suites LaVista. Tickets are $75 a person. Rachel, we've got a phone number up, we've got a website up. Are both as equally good to get tickets?
Yep.
And then the organization, because you come in contact with people all the time where a condition, something medically, or there was an event in their life that led to an impairment. If you feel like you want to get in touch, Rachel and the team at Outlook Nebraska would love to hear from you. There's the address and the website again. It's outlooknebraska.org.
Yeah, and not just talking about this event, but like you said, getting the word out and awareness to a lot of people with visual impairments is important for you. So we're glad you could be on the show today.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. All righty, guest of the morning.